Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Life happens with Alayo. Today, I'll be telling you the story of Mr. Daly and his wife, Mrs. Cynthia. Mr. Daly is a traveler. He travels all the time away from home where he resides with his wife. Most times, he comes home once in 3 months. And once he comes back home like that, Mr. Daly likes to try new bedmatic skills with his wife, Mrs. Cynthia. Just as usual, he traveled one fateful day and he came back home and he brought out some instruments to his wife. Says, babe, take. This is what we want to do today. And she was looking at him like, what are we doing? Okay, this is a libido. These are cucumbers. I want you to start playing with yourself. I want you to play with yourself, and I will be here watching you. I want to put you on tape. So whenever I travel, I will be able to play this when I'm missing you. And Miss Cynthia was, no, I'm not going to do that. If you're missing me, come into the room. Let's be intimate with one another. Why would you ask me to start playing with myself? You want to record, you want to also be watching it while you are away. Such a thing is what I cannot do. He kept pleading, babe, let's do this. Every other couple does this, so it's a simple thing. You are just looking at it that way that I said it. I need you to do this. I'm going to stroke myself while watching you till I come, and I'm going to put it on tape. Miss Cynthia refused that no, I'm not going to do this. This is against everything that I believe in. I'm not comfortable with the fact that you're asking me to put myself out there. Okay, what if something happened? What if one of your colleague uses your phone and sees my naked video on your phone? What will happen? Or what if someone hacks your phone and they start circulating that video on the internet? What do you think will happen? Mr. Daly kept begging Mrs. Cynthia, you need to, if you really love me, you need to do this for me. And she refused. She says, I'm not going to do this. It is against what I believe in, one. Two, I feel very, very uncomfortable with it. What is the essence of saying that I should do something that I'm not comfortable with? She refused to do it. Mr. Daly got angry and he started beating her up. Oh, he beat her black and blue. She was bruised all over. He beat her so much he hit her head on the wall. She had a gashing wound and there was blood all over. In that state that she was in, he started removing her clothes and he started putting every of her body on camera. That since you refuse to do what I am requesting for, as the man of the house, I will do it myself, and there is nothing you can do about it. I paid your bride price. I am your husband, and this is what I require of you. The neighbor came in to quickly rush Mrs. Cynthia to the hospital while they took Mr. Daly to the police station. Days later, after she has received treatment at the hospital, she was discharged. She came home. There was a family meeting. Mr. Daly's pastor was also around. You know what, guys? Mr. Daly's pastor was telling Mrs. Cynthia that she has no rights. The husband is the head of the home, and your husband requested for a thing from you. After all, he's your husband. There's no privacy in marriage. When your husband requests for a thing, you do it as a dutiful wife. And Miss Cynthia was like, are you for real? Are you guys joking with me? I said what my husband asked me to do. I am not comfortable with it. And the pastor was saying there are so many homes that they do a lot of awful things behind the curtains, and it's not everyone that is being aware of it. That she just washed their dirty linens outside where the neighbors were able to interfere in their family matter, something that she should have done. That, okay, do you want your husband to cheat? Your husband does not want to cheat. That is why he is asking that you do this for him. And she was like, her mouth was wide open that, are you guys for real? Are you joking with me right now? I am saying I'm not comfortable with this thing, and you're telling me about obedience. And you know what, guys? Mr. Daly insisted that if his wife did not do what he's requesting for, she should leave his home. because he is the man of the home and he's the one demanding for what he wants from her. In as much as she's not ready to obey and serve him as the man of the house, as the provider, she should leave his home. He's no longer interested in the marriage. And she was like, have I ever refused you any sexual intercourse? No. Have I ever refused every of your treats and bedmatic skills that you bring around? No. But this particular one, I said, I cannot do it. I cannot bring myself down to the essence of playing with myself. I can't do it while you're switching on your camera and putting it on tape. I am not comfortable with it. He sent her out of the house. He asked her to take her belongings and leave his 3 children behind. She should go to her father's house where she would be able to dictate to herself what she can and what she cannot do. If you were in Mrs. Cynthia's position, what would you have done differently? What would you have gone ahead to at least satisfy your husband, since it is what he's requesting for and it is not a daily request? He wants to put it on his phone, he wants to be watching it while he's away on travel. Let us hear from you. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Life Happens with Alayo. Bye.